In today's video, I want to show you guys on how you can track and plan for your upcoming exams. So that way you'll know what to study, how confident you feel per section, and hopefully ace your exam by the end of the day. And without further ado, let's just jump right in. Okay, so here I am on a new Google Sheets document. Now, the first thing that I want to do is start making my headers for my exam. Now, in an exam, there are obviously different chapters. So I'm going to type in chapter here. And within this chapter, there's going to be different sections as well, right? And within different sections, there's going to be a difficulty level. So, whether it's a longer section, a shorter section, maybe there's a lot of more formulas to memorize. And then within every section, I'm going to rank myself in terms of my confidence, how confident I feel regarding those sections with the formulas, equations, concepts, whatever it is. I'm going to add a weight category here. It's optional, but it can actually help you calculate a predicted score later on that I'll go over. But I'm going to put a score for that section as well, depending on how I feel and what the weight is of this particular chapter or section. So before I populate everything, I'm going to just go ahead and format these different columns. So for difficulty, I'm just going to go ahead and grab maybe about 20 rows or so down here below the header. I'm going to go ahead and insert. I'm going to go to Smart Chips here, which is a nice feature that Google Sheets have. And I'm going to go ahead and click rating. Okay, so now you can rate how difficult it is, 1 being easy and 5 being hard. Confidence, I'm going to do the same thing. Grab the first 20 rows or so. I'm going to go to Insert, Smart Chips, and do rating as well. Now for weight here, I'm going to go ahead and click this E. And I'm actually going to format it as a percentage, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and just resize these chapter and sections here, so that way I can start populating these on what exam it is. And you know what? You can just go ahead and right click here and insert a row above it and just kind of make a little header, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create this header here. So I'm going to merge these cells and just type in exam 1 preparedness or exam 1 tracking, whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and center align this real quick. Hit the bold here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and increase the font size as well. I can also select row 2 and just do Control B to bold everything. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start populating these with just some dummy data. So for example, we're gonna have chapter 1 here, and let's just say we're taking a biology exam. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and type in biology exam 1 preparedness. So chapter 1, and then we're gonna have chapter 2 and the different sections. So I'm gonna go ahead and populate this with some dummy data real quick, and then I'll come back to the video. All right, so for example here, I have just populated all the different chapters. So we're gonna take a biology exam, obviously, and there is gonna be 4 chapters. So there's different sections like what is life, characteristics of living organisms. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go to the side over here. So maybe column H or column I or G. And we're going to type in equals to unique. And what unique does is it grabs the unique entries of, a selected column. So let's do unique, and we're going to go ahead and hit the range. And that's going to be A3 here, right? And then we're going to go all the way down, do a :A. And what that does is that it selects everything from this chapter, this first chapter here, all the way down to, basically infinite amount of rows below it. And I'm going to close it. And what that does is you can see here that it starts populating chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, okay? Because these are all the 4 unique chapters that you have in this exam. So the first one that I want to find out is I want to find out the how confident I am in a specific chapter. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to do an equal sign here. I'm going to do an average if, okay? So it's going to take all the different sections within that chapter and see how confident I feel. So I'm going to do average if, and the criteria range here is we're going to check column A, right? If what? If column A is going to be equal to what? Is going to be equal to chapter 1 here, okay? If it equals to this value, which is like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, whatever it is, then we're going to average what? We're going to average the confidence here. We're going to average the column D of that chapter. So close it up, hit enter, and you can see here right now it's 0 because all of them are 0, okay? But once we start adding them up, like a 3, for example, and then a 4, and then a 5, so now we have different levels of confidence here. And now it's averaging up the sum of these, okay? So it's gonna grab all 5 of them and it's gonna divide by how many of them are here. And then the same thing, if you just drag this all the way down, you can see that it will populate the same thing for chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4. So if we start, changing with chapter 2 here, it will change to a 1 because I have 5, and then there's, all zeros, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. Here I could just type in chapters, for example, and this is gonna be my confidence average. And then this is going to be the number of sections. So a number of sections in that specific chapter. So how much of this exam is composed of that chapter, that big idea, okay? And the way we're going to do that is we're going to do an equals to, instead of average if this time, we're going to do a count if. So count if, right? count if what? Well, count if this are equal to this, are equal to this chapter, right? So then we're gonna have 5, and everything should be a 5 here, for example. So you can see that, except maybe we have another section in chapter 4, molecule activity. Okay, I'm no biologist here, but again, this is how you would exactly make new sections. You just make these drop downs. Okay, now what we can do is that we can get the weight of different sections. So if, for example, your chapter is composed, you know, a quarter of it is chapter 1, a quarter of it is chapter 2, and you know, usually the professors or the teachers would give this out to you. If not, you can always check the study guide, right? But how much of this section is going to be in the exam? So for example, I have 4 chapters here. We're going to divide it evenly so that one chapter takes up a quarter of the exam. What you can do is that you can actually get 25% here for this chapter, right? So what we can do is we can do 25 divided by 5 mentally in our head, and that is going to be 5%. So every single section here is worth about 5% of the exam. And again, you may not know this. This is completely optional, but if you have this part, then you can do that. Okay, so then again, this is 5 again, because everything here is 5%. All the way to chapter 3 until we hit chapter 4, that now we have 6 sections, right? So 25, you know, a quarter of this exam, we're going to divide that by 6. So this is, we can just do equals to 25 divided by 6. It'll be 0.25 actually, because we're in percentages. So it'll be about 4.17% per section here in chapter 4, because now you can predict a score that's going to be equal to this confidence level. Okay, you're gonna have to actually divide it by 5, okay, because it's out of 5 ratings, right? So now it's 0.6. So a 3 confidence level is like a 60%, which is 0.6, which is true. And you're gonna just multiply that by the weight of that section. Okay, so if a chapter is evenly divided, you could probably best assume it'll be the same weight, unless there's a heavier weight on a specific section, which the professor might tell you. Okay, this is all just guesstimation, but you can just go ahead and grab this, drag it all the way down here, and it should know that, hey, we're grabbing the confidence level and the weight. So if you're very, very confident on a specific section, you think you can ace it, and it's worth 5% of the exam, well, then you probably would assume you're going to get a 5. Okay, and again, don't forget to format this to a percentage format. So go ahead and format as a percent. And then what you can do here is you can go to the very end, do equals to sum, and then when you open it and just drag this all the way down to the very, very last section, close it up, and this should be the amount that you can maybe anticipate to get on your exam, okay, depending on how confident you are and how much each section is worth. So we're almost done. The next thing we need to do is just add a chart on my chapters and my confidence average. So for example, here I'm going to go ahead and hit insert chart, and it's going to try to populate on its own, which you can just leave it like this. Okay, so this will give you all the different chapters 1 through 4, and it will tell you the confidence average and how many sections there are. But the way I like to format this, as actually I'm going to go ahead and remove this. So go to setup here. I'm going to remove this data. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my own range. Okay, I'm going to select chapters and confidence average and put that under one table. So I'm going to hit OK. So now we know that, hey, this is how confident I am on different chapters. Okay, so chapter 1, obviously I'm most confident about. I have, you know, this is my confidence factor. Chapter 2, I'm less confident, and 3 and 4, I haven't filled it out yet, but it should populate here. And you know, you can always change the title. You can just click this and change it to, you know, confidence per chapter, and then you have the different chapters here and your confidence rating. So this is very, very useful, and you can just leave it here on the side. And then what I can do as well is I can insert another chart, but this time instead of a column chart, what I want to do is I want to do like a pie chart, kind of like a donut chart, to kind of show how many different sections are in this exam. So like if it's going to be chapter 4 heavy or chapter 3 heavy, I can do that with a donut chart. And then when I hit donut chart, I'm going to go to data range, delete this, and I'm going to go ahead and select my own data range. And it's going to be this. It's going to be the chapters here, and then along with the number of sections here. Okay, so when I add another range, I added chapters, sections, hit OK. Now we know that, hey, these are the different chapters within the sections. Okay, so you have more chapter 4 actually, because it's worth 28% of the exam and less of the other chapters. Okay, so this is perfect for visualizing, hey, how many different chapters are going to be in my exam. Okay, and you can do that by the different sections here and how much you need to study. And again, if you don't want these numbers and you just want it to be visualized via chart, you can always just shift click the 2 charts here and just drag it above the data. So you can just drag it here, and now you have yourself an exam tracker. I could just put this as predicted score, and yeah, and you're going to go ahead and bold this. And what you can do as well is that you can actually create a filter for this table. So you can go ahead and grab this data here. Okay, so grab all your different sections. You can go ahead and go to data and do create a filter. And what that does is that now you can sort everything by, hey, you can sort it by confidence level, you can sort it by weight, you can sort it by the different sections. Okay, if you want it to be descending, you can sort it Z to A. So all chapter 4 is going to be here. So again, you can play around with this however you like, but this is going to be your exam tracker. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.